Alright folks, in today's video we're going to take a look at this new flashlight from Thrunite. It's the Catapult Mini. And I have to tell you, I like it quite a bit. So I was contacted by the fine folks at Thrunite, and they asked if I would be interested in reviewing this particular flashlight. And of course I said yes. I love flashlights and I like doing reviews. So what we have here is a new flashlight from Thrunite. Let's take a look and see what we have. The first thing is we have this notice that says, please screw down the light head and tail cap tightly before use. I'm not sure what it says up here, but I think it says subscribe to the TheSmokinApe channel. What I like about this flashlight is its small size and then its throw. So when you look at flashlights, there are two characteristics that we use to judge them. One is the ability to flood an area with light, and that is when it casts a very wide beam. And the other is throw, and that is when it has a concentrated beam that goes significant distance. And that's what is cool about this particular flashlight. It looks like we have an instruction manual, or a user manual, as they call it, in this particular box. And this flashlight is the Catapult Mini. We'll take a look at this in more detail later. It comes with a USB cable for charging. Thank God they've made the move to USB-C. And then here are some extra accessories. I typically don't use lanyards, but some people do, and they love them. Here is your lanyard attachment point right here. It also comes with 2 spare O-rings, which is fantastic. On the side of the flashlight, we have the USB-C charging port. That's our main circuit board there. Here you can see the reflector is smooth, and it has some sort of wizardry in there to help with the throw characteristics of the light. And then inside the flashlight, we have the Thrunite battery. This is 1,100 milliamps, and this is an 18350, which means it is 18 millimeters across, 35 millimeters high, and the extra 0 is the designation for the shape of the battery. You hold down the power button to cycle through the various modes. When the flashlight is on, this LED light is blue, and it will change as the strength of the battery deteriorates through use. Okay, so here is the Amazon website where you can order this flashlight. You can see that shipped prime is $49.99. The flashlight comes in 2 colors, black and then metal gray. I like the metal gray look quite a bit. Anyhow, let's take a look at some of these pictures. That doesn't tell you much other than the size and hand, but you can see that from the video and from this picture. Here are the different components of the flashlight. You can see the tail cap comes off and reveals your 18350 battery. You have your activation switch. You can see your LED is an OS RAM LED. You can see the PMMA TIR, which gives this flashlight its throw capability, the lens, the O-ring, and then the bezel. Scrolling down here, you can see the operation instructions. So we're not going to go over that in the manual or pamphlet that comes with the flashlight. It has 6 modes: Firefly, low, medium, high, turbo, and then strobe. And then this goes through the instructions of how to go into each one of those modes, which we'll demo when we go outside to do beam shots. Here it goes over the battery indicator lights that I mentioned earlier. And it's very simple to charge. Here are some of the specifications. You can pause and read these if you want. Some things to note: a turbo, you're at 680 lumens, which is pretty bright. You get a runtime of 70 minutes in turbo. I likely wouldn't use this flashlight for very long in turbo because it would get hot. You can also see that your max distance is 598 meters. Has an impact resistance of 1.5 meters, so if you drop it, you should be okay. And then the waterproof rating is IPX8, which means it can handle about 30 minutes at 2 meters of depth. So here is a floody flashlight. I'm just going through the various power settings. And I want to compare that to the Catapult Mini, which is a throw flashlight. You can see the very concentrated spot, which allows the beam to go much further than typical flashlights. Here I'm just cycling through the various settings, high, medium, and low, turbo, and strobe. It is a very capable flashlight, and the beam is very clean and artifact-free. If you can't tell, I'm quite a fan. These trees are about 50 yards out, and then here you can see the flashlight creates that throw that I talked about and can easily illuminate at distance. It's actually quite impressive, especially given the size and the type of battery that's used in this flashlight. Anyhow, that's going to do it. If you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, or recommendations, go ahead and post them below and I'll do my best to respond. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it.